So today we're going to work on dyeing a sock blank, and I have made my yellow, and we're going to try and make it look like tiger stripes. This is my yellow. I've used a whole teaspoon of Wilton paste, golden yellow, and a half a cup of water. This is our brown. It's a half a cup of water and another half teaspoon, and then I will put the recipe for the rust down at the bottom. So what I'm using today is I'm going to go ahead and use just a paintbrush because I want to go ahead and paint a diagonal stripe on my yarn. I've soaked my yarn in vinegar and water for about 30 minutes so that the color strikes quickly. All right, let me get some things put together with the coloring, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to use brown first, and I've measured about where halfway is, and I'm going to go ahead and just put a light bead diagonally about where I want my tiger stripe to go. I need to get some gloves, sorry. Because what you want to do is you'll want to press this into the fabric just a little bit. So I have one diagonal stripe created, and I'm going to push that in, and I don't want to have colored fingers, dark fingers. So I'm going to push that in so that I make sure it goes through both layers. Now what you need to realize is I have made this sock blank with a double strand. When I knit it on my little loops and thread knitting machine, I have made this with a double strand of fingering yarn. So that color is taking very nicely. So I'm going to keep doing this, and then I'm going to do it up the other side so that we can get a stripe up that side, and I'll be back when it's time to do yellow. So I have the brown done, and I'm getting ready to do just little bits of yellow. I don't quite want as much yellow. I just want to have like little stripes of yellow every once in a while. So we're going to go ahead and use our pipette and add yellow in a little splotchy spots. So I wanted to have a little more control, is why I used the pipette rather than a bottle with a needle nose top. When I tried the needle nose, it was just a little bit too much color coming out, and I didn't want quite that much color. So we're going to go ahead and finish up this yellow. And I'm going to kind of lift it up. Yep, make sure it's coming out through the back, which it is, which is very nice. And then I'm going to start with a paintbrush and my orange. This is like a rusty orange. Oh, it's very pretty. And I'm trying to get the color exactly where I want it. Now the reason I soaked this in a vinegar solution first was so that the fabric would break, the color would break very quickly on the fabric, and it wouldn't start to transfer into the browns and the yellows. And I think that's kind of what I've gotten. It's turning out pretty nicely. So it's going to be a little bit of a process, but I will get back with you when it is complete. So once we were finished, we went ahead and rolled up our sock blank that was dyed in the plastic wrap that we had laid down for it and put it in the microwave. 2 minutes, cooked it, 2 minutes, let it rest, 2 minutes, cooked it, and now we're finished with it. And there's a little bit of water in the bowl, but it has no color in it, so that means that the color struck very nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this and show you the plain sock blank, and then we will start knitting a tiger stripe sock. Okay, join me again later tomorrow for this. Thanks.